Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on USDCHF. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, USDCHF has been overall bullish for a while, making higher highs and higher lows, trading inside this flat rising brown channel. However, it's currently approaching the upper bound or the upper brown trend line, acting as a non-horizontal resistance and also approaching the supply zone and the support and resistance area as we can see in blue. And it's currently acting as a resistance. So in fact, this area is a very strong area to look for sell setups because it's the intersection of many confluences. Especially if we zoom into daily time frame, we can see that lately price is trading inside this orange channel, and as per my last picture analysis, I'll be looking for sell setups around this area, and as price approaches the lower bound or the support in green and the lower orange trend line, I'll be looking for buy setups. But for now, let's take it step by step. Approaching a resistance area, the blue one, the supply, our upper orange trend line, upper brown trend line. So it's indeed a very strong area to look for sell setups. So no matter how strong or how many rejections we have, we always zoom into lower time frames for extra confirmation because price can still trade higher and higher, dive inside this resistance before trading lower, or even break it upward for it to become a support. So now let's look for sell setups. If we zoom into H1 time frame, we can see that price has been overall bullish lately after rejecting the lower bound. So rejected the upper bound, traded lower, rejected the lower bound, traded higher, just like previously. Now we are speculating this movement inside the orange and brown channel, and as per my trading plan, I'll be waiting for a new swing low to form around the lower red trend line to consider it our trigger swing, and then sell after a momentum candle close below it. When the sell is activated, the stop loss would be just above the previous swing high, and we target 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to have an edge over the market from a risk management perspective, which would be around the lower area where, as mentioned previously, we will be looking for buy setups. Of course, meanwhile, until the sell is activated, USDCHF can still trade higher and higher before activating the sell and dive inside this resistance. And from a short-term perspective, we have this last minor low. So on lower time frames for day traders, they can look for sell setups here to catch this impulse movement down, or like this correction, because we are currently overall bullish from a short-term perspective. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Tickmill. Tickmill is established in 2014 and is one of the leading Forex and CFD brokers with registered users from more than 200 different countries. Tickmill is a no-dealing desk and ECN broker regulated in many countries like the UK, Cyprus, and recently in South Africa. With Tickmill, you can trade a wide range of instruments, starting from Forex to indices, commodities, and even crypto. Most importantly, with very low spreads and trading fees. If you don't have an account yet, make sure to create one using my referral link in the description below to benefit from 5% discounts on your trading fees. And let's continue. As we clearly see, GBPAUD has been overall bearish for a while, making lower highs and lower lows, and it's currently approaching a very strong resistance area. It's also a supply zone as we had an aggressive movement down from it. That's why we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames, unless of course we have an aggressive break above it with many big bullish candles, then our resistance would become support and we'll be looking for buy on the retest. But let's take it step by step, right? Overall bearish, approaching a resistance, so let's zoom into lower time frames and look for sell setups. We know that from a short-term perspective, from H1, we are overall bullish. Price is making higher highs and higher lows. However, as mentioned previously, it's approaching this resistance, so we'll be looking for sell setups. We've got a wedge pattern forming, so as per my trading plan, I'll be waiting for a third swing or this swing to form to consider it my trigger swing. For those who know me, I always highlight it like this as what is it as our trigger. And when the sell is activated, the stop loss would be just above the previous swing high, and we target 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to have an edge over the market from a risk management perspective, which would be around the lower support area in blue. Meanwhile, until the sell is activated, GBPAUD can still trade higher and higher, and as mentioned previously, break above our resistance for it to become a support, and so on. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.